Welcome to the first elimination show. Tonight, one couple will be laid off, their multi-million-dollar dream over. But before our contestants candidly reveal who they're voting for and why, let's find out what's been bubbling beneath the surface this week.
The Hot House. Hot House.
This is it! There's nothing here.
Good morning.
Home sweet home.
Just married.
Beau and Trudy slept in. That just cost all of you $1,000.
I think it's all going to change.
Why don't you shut up?
Sit up here, whinge and get out and do it.
It's up to you to convince us. I don't know these people well enough to know whether it was a joke or not.
It's not really fair for me to put this little carrot in front of me.
I probably just lost 5 votes.
It's only been a few weeks, but the $2 million dream home is already taking shape, and it's all under the watchful eye of Les the builder.
After we got the decision on the plans, we went to the party house. We had it surveyed, set out, which we did all the profiles.
The ensuite's over there where that guy's standing right now.
Yeah.
The contestants got a good start on their blisters when it came time to set the drainage for the slab and around the site. Then down went the slab prep and the trucks rolled in. When the timber frames arrived, the hothouse finally started to take shape.
They're great people. They're really good to work with. They're all keen. There's not much experience there in them.
We'll have someone keep an eye on just for a while till you sort of get the hang of it.
Their work ethic has been brilliant.
So who's the best worker?
To be quite honest, Phil has a bit of a lay down from time to time. I don't see him too much around. And Trudy, well, she doesn't mind a yarn, loves to talk but hates work.
Okay.
Go for it, team.
Skirts.
Come on, Lewis.
Eyeing on all my shoes, boots, mini skirts.
So who will be the last couple standing?
Last couple standing, I suppose you get your favourites. We've got Simon and Jules. He's just a character. Matt and Sher. Definitely Scotty and Petra.
The couples have made choices on which house, which master bedroom, kitchen, media room, and even roof colour. And each couple is becoming very passionate about their house.
That house is coming up now, mate. Ooh. She's looking good. She's looking real good.
Be an awesome prize to win.
We want that house.
When people look at the house, I think they're becoming attached.
I want to win the house.
I know for sure, yeah. There is some people here that are really greedy.
There's people that are playing the game and trying to get people against other people.
Some people are willing to stoop to any depths to win the house.
They bitch about people and then they're all of a sudden their best friends the next day and you're thinking to yourself, oh, are they saying the same thing about me?
The harsh reality is that everyone builds, but only one couple get to keep the house. That couple somehow has to survive a process of confrontational voting. When the votes are revealed, it is done face to face.
This is how we'll vote. The couples don't know it yet, but they'll each have to lock their votes into this computer individually before they publicly announce who they're voting for and why. This has never been done before, and it's going to be juicy.
It's the morning of the first elimination, and the hothouse caravan park is very quiet. Caravan 10 has been up for some time. Last night, Petra and Trudy had a fight at the cinema, and early this morning, Trudy knocked on Petra's door to have a chat. 20 minutes later, she's still inside.
Trudy is in there, and she's having a good chat with Petty. Yep. Just to make up, because I'm about to have a heart attack. But it's good. I'm glad, and it's big of Trudy to come and do that. To be quite honest, and I'm getting shocked every minute. So, but I still think we're going today. I'm pretty adamant that we're going. So I've done the numbers, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're out of here.
We're pretty good, you know. We've just worked out that it's a game and we've both been played and we're friends, and of course everyone's trying to break it up in your friends, And yeah, you just got to realise that we had the bond before, and that everyone saw that. So the best way to try to beat the people in the game is to play the game and to break up the bond. And they did for a day, but we've sorted it out and we've worked it out.
And I don't think it really sunk into me that, you know, there is really a $2 million house at stake, and I think people are really starting to see that, even though it's only been 1 week.
Venting must be in the air today because Phil has decided to spill the beans on what's been happening at camp.
What's been going on is some people tried to set up an alliance from day one, and then what's happened is there's been a power play between the two people that have tried to set up the original alliance. Scotty saw how popular Trudy was going to be, and so he just kept on putting people into an alliance and trying to squeeze Trudy out. Trudy come to me and said, "Oh, do you want to be part of my side of the alliance?" And I went, yeah, how long has this been going on? And she said, "Oh, since day one." And, you know, we were oblivious. We didn't even think there was an alliance. We didn't know, you know, what was going on. So when I heard that, I thought, I'm going to go tell other people that this has been going on since day one. So, you know, I've started to talk to people, and other people said, well, that's not right. And they thought, yeah, that Scotty, yeah, maybe should go.
After the break, some of the boys show their skill.
Crying out loud.
And while the pool goes in, the heat continues to rise.
She pulled Scotty and I into her caravan and said, "We want to form an alliance. These are the couples."
And later, confrontation begins.
Everybody who thinks you got friends, just watch your back.
Even on Elimination Day, there's still work to do. While the majority head off to finish the pool near the pavilion, Les has handpicked 2 guys to continue work on the hothouse.
Crying out loud.
The boys are stabilising the frame, one of the final stages of the framing process.
Oh, man's going to be proud of me. What, actually banging in a nail? You're not breaking a nail. I think every little bit that everyone does, whether it be dodgy or, you know, really good, they'll remember it. And I mean, I remember the strap that I put over there that was a bit dodgy, but I know exactly where it is. I can walk in the front door and go, just behind that plasterwork's a really dodgy bit of strapping, but the wall does that.
The pavilion pool is for the couples to cool their bodies and their tensions while the house gets built. But Scott's worried he may never get to enjoy it.
I'm just disappointed, mate, you know, because I'm a happy guy and this is the first time I've ever happened in my life. Except when my mum passed away, and it's like, I feel like my heart's been ripped out of my body at the moment.
Help arrives to finally finish off the pool, but it doesn't diffuse the tension for long.
Alliances have definitely been formed, and I must have been stupid because I only found out about all this morning, so yeah.
Oh, people can tell me to vote whoever they want, but I mean, I'll make my decision at the end of the day. I mean, it would be common sense to go along with the majority for now, just to get rid of a few numbers. There are firm alliances, definitely. I mean, it's pretty self-evident.
Yeah, there's been alliances been made between a few couples here. A few people were saying, you know, what way are you going to go? And basically, we're just saying, look, we don't have time. We're going to stay out.
Sort of a comment was made to me saying, if you don't vote for who we sort of vote for, then they're going to gang up on you. You mean? So that's
a bit nasty. I can really feel the tension here, but hey, we're here to play the game, mate, and we want to walk away with that, you know, multi-million-dollar home over there and a couple of cars and cruise on back to Adelaide and bring our mates back for a party. So we'll play the game as much as they're going to play the game.
I can go in there and play happy joy, but at the end of the day, I want to get rid of every one of them and I want to be the last man standing, definitely.
Yeah.
While the pool is filling, Kat and Petra head off to do the group shopping. And it seems Petra's early reconciliation with Trudy may not have been sincere.
The second day that we got here, she pulled Scotty and I into her caravan and said, we want to form an alliance. These are the couples. I will name the couples now. Simon and Jules, Michelle and Mark. She reckons it was us and herself. And in one ear, out the other, I'm not interested. I'm here to have a good time, meet some new people, and I have met some fantastic people, and to build a house. Not to get involved in all this cattiness and bickering that's going on at the moment. It's just ridiculous.
She did put our names in there. I have no idea why. So people thought that we were in it when I've never spoken to Trudy about it. And that's Ben, myself, and most of the other couples that were pulled into it would have nothing to do with that kind of thing.
That's exactly right. She this morning came into my caravan and said, you know, we really need to talk about this. I think you guys need to go around and be honest and tell people that you joined the alliance. And I said, Trudy, first of all, I don't even know what alliance means, and second of all, we never said that we were going to join anything with you. Yes, you and Scotty have been friends for a long time, and yes, I did like her as a person, but there was no forming of any sort of anything, nothing. There's nothing happening at all. There's people in there that won't even look at me now because of stuff that she said. Yep. I got 3. Yeah, I'm not planning for my own breakfast. As for things that were said today and stuff like that, so you don't know. And Scotty's pretty. He thinks he's got a really good gut instinct. He thinks we're going.
The pool's wicked, man. We're all a little bit worried about tonight. The tension's a little tough, but I suppose we'll all get through it, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll be right. I don't think she's done it that she's turned it around and everybody loves Trudy. I think she's just really confused people. She's really thrown people. Nobody thought it was going to be this involved this early. So she's thrown people and nobody knows what to think, so everybody's looking twice at everybody.
And no one trusts anyone now, which is a shame. Because we all had this fantastic bond, and now no one trusts anybody. You just don't know what to say to anybody anymore.
After the break, voting begins.
I've voted someone because I just don't think that they're playing a fair game.
These people insinuated that they were going to get rid of us very early in the piece, so I wasn't very happy about that.
There's so many good, gorgeous couples that I think can win the home. They're the threats, if anything.
Last night, we sent our couples to the movies for a little bit of downtime. It's the last place you'd expect things to blow up, but they did.
I don't like her anymore. She's a cheat, she's manipulative.
Our fun-loving family fractured and everyone went their separate ways. At the height of the tension, we sprung the vote on them. In the van, they made up their minds. In the pavilion, they'll have to speak their minds.
Bit rude. It's just the way you say it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know who to vote for. It's hard. I think beautiful couples like Simon and Jules and Kat and Ben. There's so many good, gorgeous couples that I think can win the home. They're the threats, if anything. Yeah.
We're not interested in forming an alliance. We're here to build a house, meet some new people, have a good time, and if we got down to the line, we get down to the line. If we don't, we don't. But apparently this particular person has now gone and spread rumours through the whole place that we're the ones, or Scotty's the ringleader of the alliance, which he doesn't even know how to spell the word.
I just think that this person's my vote because I haven't had lots and lots of conversations with them.
I've voted someone because I just don't think that they're playing a fair game.
I have voted for someone because I just don't believe that his mentality fits the positive and proactive mentality of everyone else in the group.
We came back yesterday from the day off and into a bombshell early. We heard a few things that we weren't impressed by, and we heard them from people whom we'd say trust at this stage.
These people insinuated that they were going to get rid of us very early in the piece, so I wasn't very happy about that.
This person is a little bit younger than I am. Someone that I haven't spent a lot of time with, even though I've tried to. I think they probably have, well, the couple have a different agenda than what we do.
I feel that the whole week that we've been here, I haven't got to know this person, who he really is. I've only got to know the game side of this person.
I just pulled his name out of a hat.
Even though he appears to be happy on the outside and the rest of it, I think he has ulterior motives.
I don't think you should make other people look bad just to make yourselves look good.
As I understand it, there are two couples and both of them were part of an alliance. One couple told some of the other people and it just spread like wildfire.
There was an alliance, but it wasn't out of an alliance of scheming. It was a friendship-based thing that was between me and Scotty, no one else, and we were going to stick together.
It's just a shame that she's got such a pull in this place and she seems to have made alliances with every lot of people and she's getting people who we've been friends with the whole time.
Up until today?
That now hate us, apparently, or don't want to have anything to do with us. People are giving us dirty looks, they don't even talk to us anymore, and we're not that sort of people.
Coming up, bags are packed and the eyeballing begins.
We're getting close to revealing the final vote. When the whistle blows, everyone has to stop what they're doing, go back to their vans and pack their bags. It's time, Les.
What's going on, Jonesy?
As our couples enter their caravans to pack, they know that tonight could mean the end of their $2 million dream.
I think we've sort of learned just do our own thing and sort of keep your mouth shut and don't talk to anybody and just actually have a lot of fun because that's why we're here to begin with.
Well, I don't think, keep our mouth completely shut, say what we feel, but not say it behind anyone's back. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
It's going to blow up in their faces, whether it's tonight or another week, because people can see through people like that.
I'm sure it's going to be a big reality check and everyone afterwards is going to feel pretty nasty, but it has to be done.
We might get a bit of hostility from other couples because we voted for someone that they may like.
It's going to be hard, definitely hard, but I'm letting Bo make the decisions.
She goes, I know you guys have definitely got 6 votes. So how would she know that unless she's started stuff?
It's just not fair. The whole thing hasn't been fair.
It's a matter of 28 beautiful people acting ugly, pretty much, at the end of the day. And it depends how ugly one person can act.
I might upgrade to Petra's place so I can look like Petra.
Before I call the contestants in, let me explain what's about to happen. The votes are in. That was done last night. In here, while everyone watches on, the contestants have to confront the people they've chosen to go. No secrets, no hidden agendas. Let the voting begin.
The rules of the voting are clear. Everyone casts one vote for one person. The couple with the most accumulated votes is laid off.
I will call you one at a time and you will stand up. Then the person that you've chosen will also stand up. And I want you to tell them to their face why you voted for them. Rhett, I'd like to start with you. Please stand up. Before you cast your vote, I have a few questions for you. Would you say that everybody is friends, or would you say that they're alliances?
2 days ago, everyone was friends. And I think it all changed once we got back from our day off at Stradbroke Island. I think there's a lot of alliances and they're the team that was very united become very quartered. And although today has been on the mend, I think the damage has already been done since we've all voted.
Who have you voted for?
I voted for Siobhan. It's nothing personal. You're a lovely girl. You're a lot younger than I am, and I just don't have the rapport with you. And I also feel that you're not part of a couple. I think that everybody else is part of a couple that's here, and I'm in it to actually win a home for myself and my partner to share our life in, and you're probably in it for other reasons other than the house.
Okay, thank you. Sit down. Jeff, would you stand up, please?
I voted for Jacinta. There's just no bond between us. I don't consider you guys really a true couple. And, but nothing personal. Okay?
Simon, would you stand up, please?
I voted for Jacinta as well. And I really like you as a person. However, just for not being a couple, I think it's making it a bit harder. I still feel like we got on pretty good, and I feel dreadful, but I had to cast a vote.
Siobhan and Jacinta, it's now your turn.
I voted for Scott. Over the last few days, certain things have come to light, and I guess I was naive enough to take Scott at face value. And from certain things I've heard over the last few days, he may not have said things that he was thinking, or may not have acted to my face the way he was acting behind my back. So that's why.
Giddy up.
Scotty? I don't know what's happened over the last few days. Don't know what's true, don't know who to believe. This is a game, that's the way the game's played. Unfortunately, that's my choice.
Caravan number 1.
My vote was for you, Scotty. My vote is purely based on my observations over the past couple of days. I don't know what was going on, but based on my observation and gut feel, mate. Sorry about that.
No worries, mate.
Matt and Sher.
All right. I can see who's in the firing line tonight, and I'm not in that firing line. I'm actually going to give one vote for, or the vote on this particular occasion, unfortunately, to Nat. And Nat, I certainly hope after tonight that we can develop a friendship, and I feel bad that I've had to vote for you, and I'm really sorry, and especially for James, especially because I've developed a friendship with James. I feel bad for that, and I am sorry, but unfortunately I have to vote for someone, and I'm sorry.
I also voted for you, Nat, not because, only reason is because I haven't had the opportunity with you probably, and that's because you've been so busy and you're a hard worker and you've got a big heart like me, and so I just think you're great, but tonight I had to vote for someone else here.
Ten votes counted, 18 still to come. The score is Scott and Petra 4, Jacinta and Siobhan 4, and Nat and James 2 votes. Coming up, the confrontation continues, and the result a big surprise. Back to revealing our votes. And at this stage, couple 10, Scott and Petra, and couple 13, the sisters, are clear favourites to be laid off.
I'll go first.
Remind me.
My decision is for you, Scotty. you have the ability to influence the whole group. I mean, with respect to the 14th couple, there was some controversy over couple number 2. But with respect to that, we went out on a rewards day, came back and an absolute bombshell hit the compound for some reason. We don't know what happened. I was told certain things by people who I consider good friends, and that's why I'm making that decision. Just watch your back.
Just watch your back. Everybody who thinks you got friends, just watch your back. That's all I want to say.
I feel really slack, but I also vote for you, Scotty, and I'm really sorry. I know you've got a really good bunch of friends, but I also think that they can listen and you can sway a few votes.
So what you're actually saying is that he's a threat? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he is. You're a threat for James and I, and it's for no other personal reason.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Just be honest.
My vote's for Scotty. Just haven't connected with you, bro.
Something different.
Yeah.
I've made my decision is Siobhan.
I just want to say one thing. If none of you people are here right now are happy, you're never going to be happy with a $2 million home. Money doesn't make happiness. It never will. Things that you own end up owning you. But I'm voting for you, Siobhan.
I have also voted for Siobhan tonight. I'm sorry.
My vote goes to Siobhan as well.
Scott, yeah. I've heard a lot of things this week, and it is hard to decipher what's true and what's not.
My vote is for you, Scott. I don't know who to believe, but I'm just trusting my gut instincts, and that's all. Yeah. So I'm really sorry.
That's right, Ty.
I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I'm also going with my gut instinct. That's why you got my vote tonight.
Nice.
Scott, would you like to stand up? Before you deliver your vote, you packed your bags this morning. What made you so sure that you were ready to go?
6 couples took off the other day, and apparently I had something to do with that. So I don't know if the person who was spreading those things was scared of me or whatever, but I just think that a couple more days and the truth would have come out. But, we'll just see what happens.
Okay, it's your vote.
Should I vote you, Siobhan? And I actually made my vote pretty much. I stick to what I say. And the last couple of days, you've pretty much brushed me. And I've tried to say hello, and there's been no hello back. So I sort of made my decision as this.
I'm voting for you tonight, Siobhan, for the same reasons as a couple of the other people. So I just think it's fair that an actual couple gets to keep the house, whether they have kids, whether they have whatever. I just think it's a lot fairer. The other thing is I just don't think you've actually given me a chance as a person. Whenever I try to speak to you, you sort of put me down. So that's pretty much why you're getting my vote tonight. Thank you.
Beau and Trudy?
Siobhan, you're my vote. The thing is I've learnt something. This is a game, and most of these people here, I'm not going to see again. But that person right there, I am. And I care for him, and as far as I'm concerned, everything got blown out of proportion, and that's when I realised that the games have been set and been on. Everyone's here to win a $2 million house. I don't want to lose my friends here, and that's why I've decided that I don't want to talk to anyone about anything. Me and Beau are going to now vote on who we don't connect with. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm staying here for Beau, because Beau loves it, and I love you all, but yet I hope I can still love you getting out of the damn place.
Bo, speak.
I also voted Siobhan. I think you're lovely. I think you work hard, but we've got to vote someone, and unfortunately it's you. Sorry.
See, I make out his time. Yeah, we even each other out.
All alliances aside, I vote for Scotty. Basically, my vote goes to you because of an incident that happened a couple of days ago on site where I supposedly had badmouthed you to someone to camera about you kicking on at the pub with Les, and I thought you would have known me better.
Thank you. Amy, would you like to make your vote?
I've learned a huge lesson in the past 2 minutes that what people tell you isn't necessarily true. My vote is Petty, and it's basically just because of I wanted to put all the alliance stuff out of my mind, and just because of what happened on site with Krish. You know, you always stick by your man, and I'm sure you would as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
With only 2 votes remaining, couple 10 and couple 13 are drawn. Our newest arrivals, whose votes are already locked in, control the outcome.
Pete and Tina, our latest arrival.
Well, obviously tonight's sort of waking me up a bit, and I voted for Calvin. That's the only reason why I voted for you, mate, is because I haven't had really a chance to talk to you, have a laugh with you yet, like I have with the other guys. But hopefully we can change that, mate, and probably next time you won't get my vote, but I've had to vote someone.
Not a problem.
So that's what I've gone with Calvin.
Tina holds the deciding vote.
Guys, I'd like to say just, hey, we're just stoked to be here, and thank you for everyone's friendship, and we've grown great friends already. We've only been here for 3 days, so you know, as Pete said, you know, we've been put in a hard position here. We haven't actually had time to make a bond with the couple that we voted. Oh, sorry, Heather, darling, you just stand there. Might make life easier. Sweetheart, it's just that we haven't had time to sit down and have a girly chat and stuff, so I don't know how that's going to work, but sorry.
With Scott and Petra and the sisters deadlocked at 6-all, the decision is handed to the 2 couples who didn't previously vote for them.
I'd like to ask Pete and Tina to stand up, and also Matt and Sher to stand up. I'm going to ask you 4 to step outside, and I need for you to come up with a unanimous decision as to the final couple. Who will stay and who will go.
Coming up, the $2 million dream comes to an abrupt end for one of our couples. So who's leaving the hothouse? The votes are in, and it's a tie between couple 10, Scott and Petra, and couple 13, Jacintha and Siobhan. The only people who didn't vote for these 2 couples have the unenviable task of breaking the deadlock. It's an anxious wait for those who remain.
I think that the decision of the 2 girls not being a couple is possibly the way that I would go if it was for the vote. Reason being is they both are eventually going to go their own way. I guess this is a game to, you know, win this house for a couple to live in.
My only concern is, like, I don't think we could, I don't really personally feel we could discriminate against the girls for not being a couple.
Scott and Petra a threat?
No, we're actually good friends
Yeah.
with them.
We're good friends with both of
them
them.
both.
Yeah.
And as for this alliance business, we haven't had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But I do know that obviously there's a lot of things that have gone down, and a lot of groups out there just not trusting of each other. And do we take that out, the distrust, or do we let it continue or sort itself out?
I honestly think that Scotty and Petra need to have time with the people that have obviously been bitching about.
Think
There's been wrong things said, and I really think that it's bullshit. So, you know, I'd hate to vote for Scott and Petra, to tell you the truth.
Back at the pavilion, nerves are showing. In just a few minutes, one of these couples will be leaving the hothouse for good. Outside, the decision's been made.
Okay, the group has decided, and the decision is Scott and Petra, would you stand up? Scott and Petra, you've been laid off. Would you make your way to your caravans, collect your bags, and make your way down to the pontoon? Okay, well that's the toughest bit over. But the game is still on, and you're in it for a $2 million prize. And the good news is, you get a day off tomorrow.
Tell the truth.
We thought about the group, you mean?
There was 3 against 1. I would have picked the other girls to go, but you know.
I would love to see any footage anyone has whatsoever of us trying to coerce anyone into voting a certain way, because it doesn't exist. There's no, we haven't gone about it that way, and I think that's the difference between us and the people who have left. They were trying to set up alliances, and that's not what we're about. Barbie, eh? Short and sweet.
Unfortunately, it was a catch-22 situation with us. We're this way or this way, and I suppose we just took the decision from what would be best for the team.
The group felt very, very strongly about the decisions that were made.
Oh, well, I just did that beam over there.
Hey mate, I was up there all day yesterday putting those, whatever they're called, up. I would have liked to have been able to set a few people straight.
Good luck to whoever wins.
But you know, as time goes on, what goes around comes around, and the people who are spreading stuff in there, it's going to come back around and bite them. So it will come out. It's just a shame that we had to be the first ones to go because of particular things that have been said. I'm sorry, at the end of the day, I didn't come here to cheat. Trudy's cheating, and I want everyone to know. And I don't want the nation to, if she gets down to the last 2 couples, I don't want her to win the house. I'm sorry, I might sound bitchy or whatever people want to say, but she's come here, she's ruined things for a lot of people. And not only that, she's made the experience, we were having the best time of our lives, and the last 2 days, she's made our experience not a happy experience. So to that, I would not want her to win, for sure. And she's a cheater.
Bad luck, guys.
That's right.
See you, darling. Take it easy.
You too.
I'll get you out.
Get on the boat.
Each of our remaining 13 couples has just improved their odds of winning the $2 million hothouse. Some are sad to see friends go, but they just got one step closer to the prize.
As Scott and Petra say farewell to the hothouse, we look back on an action-packed week and wonder where they went wrong.
It's one of the most awesome things I've ever done in my whole life.
It's definitely a treat.
Oh, it's happy days.
Come on in. This is a new love shack.
Come on, giddy up.
Anyone up to the start today, baby? Okay. Getting dirty, I don't care. I want to get the girls in there for a mud wrestle. Come on! We're not having our uncut hot house, are we? Is that right?
It's all happy days. Come on.
Who's digging the holes here?
It's like one of those old illusions. Giddy up.
A modern day philosopher just recently said to me, happy days, mate.
Tomorrow night, emotional fallout after the elimination of Scott and Petra.
I can't talk. Oh, it's really sad that this has happened to them, and I think it could happen to, other good people, which is a really sad aspect of this game.
And a day at the beach means Trudy finally gets to surf. But is the tide turning against her?
She instigated this whole alliance crap and asked Scott to be part of it, but she still remains and Scott's gone.
Unhappy days are gone. Aussie John has a parting gift.
What I want to see is I want to make sure you guys go home a winner. Everyone should go home a winner from this experience. So on behalf of Aussie, we're giving you a cheque for $10,000. Hey, there's plenty of happy days there, Scotty. Hey, Petra.
Thank you.
No, that's
a lot of makeup.
There's a lot. Oh no.
Thank you so much.
You can do whatever you want with it, but maybe you should also consider maybe socking it away towards the deposit of your own hothouse.
That's what we probably do.
Well, also, good people of Hamilton Island, if they want to have you up there for 5 days up the Whitsunday. Snorkeling, swimming, water skiing, fishing, whatever you want.
The Hot House is filmed exclusively at Pacific Harbour, Bribie Island, Queensland. For more information about securing your piece of paradise, call Pacific Harbour or log on to thehothouse.tv.